And now,
What's going on, people? What is going on? Welcome to LRFC. Welcome to LRFC. Please do me a favor before we start. Hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. So I thought today I'll do the background of the legends I've met down the years. There you go. We've got Graham Souness, we've got Ian Rush, we've got Steve Staunton, we've got Kevin Keegan right there, as you can see. Yes. So today we're going to discuss transfers, of course. See what's happening around the transfers of Liverpool Football Club. We're going to discuss obviously yesterday's game and rivals, isn't it? Rivals are on meltdown at the moment. They are on meltdown. They are not happy. Liverpool, trying to get Isak. And I'm gonna share that with you as well. Yeah. So yesterday's game, what do I think about it? It was pretty. It's pretty all right. I mean, I didn't expect too much of it, considering like we had majority of our second choice players, fringe players playing in that game, and a couple of players impressed me. Rio impressed me. I thought Wirtz was just amazing at times. Like some of the touches, some of the movements, and everything like that around the pitch was just out of this world. I thought like who was it? Gravenberch in defence. No, thank you very much. I don't want to see him as a centre back because if you look at their goals, I think all three goals were like counter attacks, and they broke through towards our goal, run at us. How many counter attacks have we conceded down the years? I can't remember any, but it's weird, yeah. But big up to everybody that's tuned in. Let me just welcome people in. I don't want to be rude. I'm not like, I always do that. Big up Joe, big up Uncle Rods. Please go and subscribe to Uncle Rods' channel. He's doing amazing things and he invites everybody. We have a party over there. Big up CJ, and it's getting bigger and bigger. I think it's 5,000 now. Damn you, Uncle Rods, man. How you leave me behind like that, man? It's not fair, bro. Trudon, Clive, who else is there? MK, Rodrigo, sorry, Dave, Trudon. Yep, everybody's there, everybody. So let everybody, come on, and then I'll welcome you guys in. But I'm going to read your comments, so don't worry about that, people. Appreciate everybody. I do spontaneous streams. Everybody comes in. That's great. Yeah, so as I was saying about the game yesterday, I think I learned a lot of stuff about certain players. Harvey Elliott didn't really impress me in that game. Neither has Curtis Jones when he came on. I thought Morton did bits at times. He did one through ball to Gakpo. He didn't mean because he started moaning after he passed it, like, why are you not running? That was a good pass. Who else is it? Doak. Sometimes good, majority bad. And Nayoni tried to get into the game sometimes, didn't do much. The defense, I thought Bradley needs to sort himself out, mate. You know what I mean? What is going on? Like, how are you not ready?
Are you ready?
When Leao is running, you got to put yourself in a position that he can't get past you. He just outrun him, couldn't catch him, tried to hold him back. Leao was gone. You know what I mean? And yeah, I did it like that. That's why you get someone like Frimpong, obviously, in your team to change things in regards to the pace. Like you look at Kyle Walker at Man City, he wasn't the best defender in the world that we've ever seen, but his pace got him out of trouble and his teammates out of trouble. And that's why you need someone like that in defense in regards to, when you're covering everyone else. So yeah, I think Bradley, I love him. He's good in those small, tight grounds, like Anfield, all these kind of places. But when it's massive pitch, he's running. It's not very good. Let me just put it that way. So this is why you need Frimpong on those massive pitches, so he could catch people up when they're running away. Other than that, have I got much out of it? I like Soboslai's goal. I like Gakpo's goal because Konate hit the ball across the pitch towards Gakpo, and he headed it in. Soboslai's goal, goodness gracious me, what a goal! Top corner, top bins, amazing, man. Yeah, but you know what I like about Soboslai's goal? It was effortless. He didn't even need to try. That's how good that goal was. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, man. All right, let me get to the comments while I'm still looking because I'm waiting for Indy. He said he's gonna is he doing those tricks again when he does like 11 a.m. and then nothing comes out? Oh, there it is. He's done it. He's done it. Let me share with you. Indy just put up something. Bamba, as they say. No, hang on. I forgot how to do. Come on, man. I was waiting for him. That's why I've come on. There you go. Bamba people. Where is it? Hang on. Bamba. There he goes. So let me share this with you. This is from Indy. He said 7 minutes ago, he's put this up. Let's see, people. Let's see. Where is it? There you go. He's got a Bamba, people. Bamba. There you go. What's he saying? What is he saying? I think Isak, it's just a matter of time. Like the guy is going to come to Liverpool. I don't think we're going to waste time on that transfer. So explosive. What is Isak doing at home? Walking out of the training after just 5 minutes at Newcastle. That's got to be a record for a player, right? He says with a question mark. I mean, it's clear he's not feeling it at the club anymore. You probably think he's very unfit. No, but there's the twist. He's already hired elite personal trainers to keep himself in shape for hopefully his new club. Smart move, which we know is Liverpool. Really, he knows if Liverpool moves. Sorry, I don't know how he writes this. He knows if Liverpool goes ahead, then he knows he has to compete with fitness freaks like Mo Salah. You need to write properly, man. And get this, he's been taking his dog on a longer walk than usual. Maybe he's just trying to clear his head on bond with his fairy friend. Either way, it's a good distraction from all the drama. As you can see, people, there he is. Sorry, guys, I don't know how he writes it. I mean, it's a weird kind of writing. It's not professional for some reason. Strange. So as you can see, people, there's Isak walking his doggy. Snoop Doggy Dog. He's walking his dog. There you go. Don't go near it, man. It'll bite ya. Especially if you're in Newcastle. Listen, it's just a matter of time, innit, before Isak comes to Liverpool Football Club. All this wasting time and all that stuff is starting to, get in the nerves of everybody else. But we need to be quick with this. I want the guy, in the preseason team and playing with his new teammates, Pauls, to get ready for the new season, understand each other on the pitch, movements, what to do next, everything like in regards to winning games and all that stuff. I don't want him like to come in at the start of the season when we're already playing all that stuff, and then he has to like take time to do his stuff. It's just too much. Just get the guy through the door. Let him obviously train with the players pre-season, and we go next season. We go for the league again, and we'll go for the Champions League. That's what I want to do, man. I'm sick to death of getting players. When the season's already started. I don't like that. I really don't. Let me get to the comments while this is going. As you can see, people, there you go. That's from Indy. It looks like Isak's not happy. It looks like he just wants to go, and they're not letting him. Big up, Joe, man. Let me just get to the comments. Appreciate everybody. Please say what you feel on there. We're going to go to the videos, obviously, of the rivals afterwards as well. We're going to just do the transfer now and just see what's going on around Liverpool. And you guys don't know already, like Gomez has gone back home from the training camp. He's got Achilles issue apparently yesterday. That's why he wasn't in the squad. So we got to wait and see what's going to happen with Gomez again. Nunes was in the squad. They said it's an injury issue. Diaz, because of the Bayern Munich stuff, I think Bayern Munich will come in for Diaz very, very soon with a new offer as well. So keep an eye on that, my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? There we go. Liverpool didn't do well yesterday. They didn't. They were awful at times, but it's all about the experiment. That's what it is, bro. And I see our rival fans like Hamza and all these guys, talking about our football club like we've just started the season. We're playing for a trophy. Did he just lose to Il Halal in the USA? Did he get beat by this team by 4-3? I mean, when was the last time a Premier League team lost to a Saudi Arabia team? When? I'm doing my Somali bloody accent. Yeah, when did they lose to that? You're the first team. You made history. So relax, man. Relax. Big up Uncle Rods, man. Big up. Good morning, mate. Please subscribe to Uncle Rods, of course. Big up Jason. Trudon, CJ. Big up my brother. What's Trudon saying? You would think we lost the Champions League final. The way rivals were carrying on, it was madness yesterday, bro. I went on the actual social media X, and everybody was just all over the place thinking like, and they actually created groups laughing at Liverpool, talking about Florian Wirtz, how much of a failure he is. What is going on with the world, man? What is actually going on with the world? That's why I avoid things. I don't really get into that, banter X or serious kind of thing. It's just madness. Allow them, man. Allow them. Big up Clive, my guy. Big up, bro. And oh yes, Trudon. Not surprised though. Thought we are the most hated club in the country. We are, bro. People say it's Man United, but I don't think it's Man United. It's always been Liverpool. It's always been Liverpool, as Van Dijk says. It's always Liverpool that people hate. They just don't like it. They just don't like us. You know what it is? It's the success of a club that people don't relate to for some reason. Like we're the only one who's clear and head and shoulders above everybody else in the Champions League. We've joined with Man United with 20 championships. We're on the verge of, I think we're going to win number 21 next season and could be number 7 in the Champions League. When you're head and shoulders above everybody else, the hatred will always come with it. And that's what I like. That's why I say to people, don't respond to these people that's saying bad things about your club, because it's all jealousy, man. It's all jealousy. It's always been like that. If we didn't have these championships, I don't think people would be like having a go at us as much as they do. Honestly, I don't think so. It's just because we're the most successful club in the Premier League and obviously in the Champions League as well. Yes, MK, bro. Appreciate you. Young Rio played excellent and Wirtz. I like Rio. What I like about Rio yesterday is he's direct. He doesn't care what kind of a defender you are. He doesn't care if you're solid. He doesn't care if you're all over the place. He'll still go at you and he'll still take you on and still test you and still put the ball in the box in dangerous areas. That's what I like about Rio yesterday. I think the future looks bright for him. And not only that, if you look at Rio, I think he'll be a big part player next season. As I said, I'm convinced he's going to be our impact off the bench when we need to change games to win those games. I think Rio is going to be that. Watch this space. As for Florian Wirtz, you could see the qualities yesterday. What I liked about certain points, it reminded me of Coutinho when he gets the ball, he stops, then it just goes, and the defender can't catch him, and then he makes those passes through. So expect a lot of things like that next season with Florian Wirtz. Super player, man. Number 10 at its best. Let me just put it that way. Don't judge, the bad parts of what you saw yesterday. Judge him on the good parts, because the bad parts can be improved, and he just needs to understand how the team plays. He has to understand how the opponent plays as well. Once he gets used to that, we're laughing, people. I'm telling you, man. This is the best number 10 in Germany for 2 years. Player in Germany for 2 years. So you expect him to do well, obviously, in England. I'm 100% convinced, man. I'm not worried about Florian Wirtz. I think he could be the best player next season. I know Salah is there, but we have to wait and see, innit? He could have a rival next season, and I'm looking forward to that. I'd rather have competition for places than one player always dominating the team and everything goes towards that player. I'd rather have all all the stuff shared around the team than just one player as always. Uh, Although Salah had a brilliant individual season last season, he had an absolute. I think it's the best I've ever seen. I've seen in years, man. In years. Imagine Salah wins another Premier League. That's 3 Premier Leagues, one above Thierry Henry. Another Champions League. That's 2 Champions Leagues. He's never won a Champions League at Arsenal. Everybody knows. Hey, but yeah, that's good. That's good. I want to stop this arms. I don't know why it keeps coming. I hate it. I hate it. But let me get to the comments, man. What you saying, Trudon? We need 2 centre backs as Gomez is a crook. No point signing all these forwards with no defense. Yeah, spot on, man. It's like a Gale, no backside. That's what it is. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. I think we need 2 centre backs. Matip hasn't been replaced, and obviously Kwanzaa leaving. That's another player as well. So 2 centre backs. I agree with you. We need to be serious in that as well. But I think they already got someone planned. I think. Isak is the one they concentrated on now, and the centre back will come straight in. I don't think they're going to waste any time with the centre back. I think they planned that way ahead. If you look at Kwanzaa leaving, you don't let a centre back go without planning. You have to plan that first, because that's silly movements if you don't do that. Please do me a favor, people. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Big up, Dave. Nice to see you again, brother. I want Isak, but I feel Newcastle will drag it to the point we will have to wait till Jan unless they just accept and release to start talks. Dave, what I said was yesterday in my watch along. I love my watch along yesterday. It was brilliant. The views weren't that bad, but I accept it for that. Thanks to you guys leaving me and going to other streamers, but it's okay. So. What you need to understand in this transfer, Dave, is Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, Eddie Howe, they're all mates. Mates rates. Remember, we used to do, as Uncle Rod says, mates rates. Bournemouth, Liverpool, mates rates. That's what we used to do back in the day with these people. So if you're selling a price asset, which is Isak, you're not just going to get rid of him, especially the Newcastle fans when they think they are the biggest club in the world. You know what I mean? So it will take time. They have to fight. So they had that chat. Liverpool, Newcastle, they had that chat with each other about this. Because if Newcastle just sold him straight away and, the players already at Liverpool, the Newcastle fans will turn on the manager and the coaching staff around that football club. And that's what they don't want. They want to fight. They want to make the player look like he's the bad guy, not themselves, so they could sell him off. That's what they're doing at the moment, bro. They have to do that. And you see Newcastle, I don't know if you guys were around when Andy Cole was there. Newcastle fans went mad. They didn't like it. Because Andy Cole was scoring ridiculous amount of goals. Andy Cole, Peter Beardsley, Lee. I remember that, man, back in the day. God damn. Yeah, so that's what they want to. That's what they don't want that to happen. The fans getting upset with the manager and all that stuff. So they're gonna find a way to avoid that. This is why it's taking so long. This transfer, make the manager and his coaching staff look good. Make the player look bad, so he could go off to Liverpool. Not bad to the extent of they're gonna throw a pig's head on the damn pitch like they did with Luis Figo at Barcelona, but something less to that extent. So let me just put it that way. Alan Shearer, guys. Remember Alan Shearer? What he said about Trent? He should leave, go and, expand on his career. It's no shame, going to another club that's more, more ambitious and all that stuff. I wonder what he's saying now. I wonder what Alan Shearer is saying now when he said to Trent he should go. Is he saying the same about Isak? I'd love to hear Alan Shearer's words in this one. See? Once you do things like that, it comes back and bites you 10 times over. So, Alan Shearer, start talking, mate. We want to hear you. We want to hear what you're going to say about Isak now. You fraud. Is Joe G out for 3 months? I don't know, CJ. He's got Achilles injury, but they haven't said how long he'll be out for. He left the camp yesterday, so we're going to wait. Once it comes out, I'll let you know, bro. So, yeah, Alan Shearer, say it, man. Say what you want to say. We're waiting for you. What are you saying, Trudon? I've accepted we aren't signing a DM, so we will concede a lot of chances. I've accepted that, bro, because we've still got Endo at the club. We've got Gravenberch, we've got McAllister that can play in that position as well. I think Soboslai is going to drop deeper, so we could keep possession more, and his athleticism can actually cover the pitch as well at the same time. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it this season. I think marquee signing for next season should be a DM. You know, like if you sign all the players that you want this summer in regards to the attack and defense, you don't need to worry about next summer. So the marquee signing for next summer should be a DM. So we could start searching for him right now. That's how I see it. I'm not asking for like 4 or 5 players next season. A DM is acceptable if we get the centre backs and the attacker, of course. So this is what I'm saying. Every season, if you're winning championships, aim for a marquee signing the next season. That's what you got to do, because players come and go. That's what it is. Players age and you got to let them go. But for now, I think we're all right, Trudon. I honestly think that, bro. And Jones can do a job there. Yeah, 100% CJ. I agree with you, bro. 1 or 2 centre backs and either Isak or a left winger. If Diaz leaves, there has to be a left winger coming in, bro. If Diaz leaves, Dave, a left winger is a must, my guy. Yeah, big up Daryl, my guy. I hope you're okay. Hope you're okay with family and all that stuff. Big up my brother. Let me just check who else is in the house. I don't want to. N90 is going to do a show after me, guys. An hour after me. So please go and tune into him. Tony Steele's in the house. Big up, bro. Big up, my guy. Yeah, so I'm just looking at. Oh, Drunk V Go. Big up, big up, big up. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. 1 or 2 centre backs, either Isak or a left winger. As I said yesterday, I don't know about the Rodrigo one. First of all, he's not pushing the move for some reason. I don't know why. Do you want to be a bench player for the rest of your life? I don't think you're going to be taking Vinicius Junior's place because you play in the same position as Vinicius Junior. So you need to start looking somewhere else to go and play. And if Liverpool are like coming for you, you better make sure you take it, because no other club has the ambition that we have at the moment. You could be an important player for Liverpool Football Club, Rodrigo. Think about it, bro. Vinicius Junior is always going to be their left winger. So move on, man. Jones gave the ball away like last season. Jones is the most frustrating player ever, Clive. He just gets in my nerves, bro. Like, he done well last season. I gave him that compliment. Other than that, I don't know, man. He's going to be part of the first team anyway. But he's the most frustrating player I've ever seen in my life, man. He thinks he's got, upper body. You see him doing the muscle flexing and all that stuff nowadays. He actually thinks he's got upper body strength. He needs to understand, man. You can't even maneuver players. Just let it go. Pass the ball and move. It's the Liverpool groove. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Goodness gracious me. Sick to death of him, man. Just Isak, stick either Ekitike on the left. It could happen as well, bro. It could happen as well. Well, we've got Gakpo there. Soboslai could play there. Verts can play there. So there's a lot of players that can play there. So it's not be or end all. Let me just put it that way. Drunk Vigo. What are you saying? Isak and Gehi. That's the ones I want. That's the ones I want. I think both will come. I still have that hope with Gehi and Isak. 100% Drunk Vigo. Oh, so you're speaking to Dave, not me. How dare you, Trudon? How dare you? Let me see. I'm going through the comments. Big up for the chat. Big up, MM. Thanks for coming on, my brother. Maine is in the house as well. Sorry about that. Big up, Maine. Wanted Caicedo over Grab is crazy. Wanting Caicedo over Grab is crazy. Listen, if Caicedo was at Liverpool, goodness gracious me, the rest of the Premier League would have been in hiding. I remember when he was coming to Liverpool, that time when we bid for him and all that stuff, and we agreed, didn't we? Every fan base from Manchester United to Man City to Chelsea to Arsenal, all of our rivals, were going berserk. I swear to you guys, go and look back. So much so, Chelsea decided to scrap that transfer and go to this the American dude who plays for Bournemouth. Taylor, is it? I don't know his name. So they went down that route. So what did Chelsea fans do? They reached out to Todd Bowley to tell him, make sure you buy Caicedo, otherwise Liverpool will destroy the league for the next 2 to 3 years. That's what they told Todd Bowley. And what did he do? He said to Brighton, hold on, I'm going to do some maneuvering, the illegal moves Chelsea normally do, and I want that player. And how can he compete with that? And not only that, the player chose Chelsea anyway. Yeah, now they're world champions. Crazy. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the reaction from our rival fans that time. They were crying, man. It was like the world has ended. It was crazy. But don't worry, we've got Florian Wirtz now. We've got Soboslai. We've got McAllister now. We don't care. We don't care. So yeah, let me see if there's anything happening around the transfer before we move to these rivals crying like little babies. Fofana prioritizing a move to a club in the UEFA Champions League rather than Everton. So Malik Fofana doesn't want to join Everton. Everton is trying to sign him. Would you go to Everton? I mean, would you go to Everton? No. Great stadium. Might be sinking one day, but yeah, it's a great stadium. Let me just put it that way for them. Yeah. So I saw Fabrizio Romano. Let me share with you. Fabrizio Romano was speaking. Let me get rid of this. Don't need that. Where is he? I don't think I got rid of him. How can I get rid of Fabrizio? Yeah, let me bring him back. About Isak. He's talking about Isak. So then we go to the rivals and have fun at the same time. Can't wait for that. You know, then we're there. Where is it? Hang on, people. Hang on. I need to go to my Fozzie's World account. Don't know what I'm doing with this one. Yeah, I saw Fabrizio talking. So there you go. Found it. So let me share this with you. This was 5 hours ago. I think. Maybe it's longer than that, but it is what it is, isn't it? So let's see what Fabrizio Romano is saying. Then we could discuss it further. Is in regards to Alexander Isak. So let's say. There you go, people.
About strikers because it's been. Ciao Fabri, welcome back in our podcast. Today we talk about strikers because it's been a busy week. It's going to be another busy week, the next one. So we start talking about Alexander Isak and what's happening with him.
Yeah, we start with his decision because I think it's a really important first point to enter into all details of this story. Is going to be probably massive in case it happens. It's going to be a record transfer fee. And I can confirm that the decision has been made on player side. Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle this summer. The player has been clear.
That is the start of anything. If a player decides to leave, it's impossible to stop the player. And that's what I asked for when we was linked with him. I said that to you guys. Okay, Liverpool can bid for him. Club to club talk, whatever it is. But the most important thing here is if the player asks the club, questions the club, Newcastle that is, what's your ambition? Where are we going to go next season? Are we going to compete for the Premier League? Are we going to compete for the Champions League? I'm sure they said they can't at this moment of time. He said, then he's going to explain to them, I'm going to be 26 in a couple of months. I'm at the stage of my career to win trophies. And I want to win individual accolades at the same time. That's what he brought forward. So if you can't offer him that, there's a club that wants me called Liverpool Football Club that's just won the Premier League, should have won the Champions League if they had depth in the squad, if they had me in the squad, if you know what I mean, that's there waiting for me. I'd rather go and do that, you know what I mean, and win trophies and plus individual trophies as well. So he was the best Premier League striker, I believe, last season. Haaland was injured, didn't it? He was in and out. But Isak is a much better player in my opinion, all round. So he's ambitious now. Now I asked him, remember, I was asking that question. We need him to push the move, and he has now. No disrespect to Newcastle, but the player wants trophies right now. So when he's 26, he's got trophies, 27, 28, 29, 30. He's got trophies already in his cabinet. He's never going to get that with Newcastle. Okay, he got one last season. They beat us in the cup final, the League Cup. It's okay. But he doesn't want those. He wants the major trophies, Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues. And he could do that with Liverpool. So now is that time of his life. He needs to make that move. Alan Shearer, remember what you said about Trent? Talk to me now, brother. Talk to me now, you tune.
With the club this week, after having several conversations with his agents to make a final decision on his future, now Alexander Isak is very clear. He wants to go. He wants to try something different. He wants to try a new chapter in his career. And so Newcastle are well informed on the situation after direct communication from the player. This is why he didn't travel for the pre-season tour. There were some stories, obviously, about an injury from club side, and this is what they say from Newcastle. But the reality is that Alexander Isak wants to go. Alexander Isak feels that this is the right moment for him to take a new chapter, to start something different in his career. And so the decision is 100% made. Now, obviously, is on Newcastle to decide what they want to do, if they want to open doors to his exit, to sell the player.
Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning. Sorry, I'm going to keep stopping and putting my thoughts through to this as well. They did say he's injured. That's why he stayed behind. Yeah, injured. You see him walking his dog. You see him walking normal. And then a day later, he said he wants to explore other things beyond Newcastle. So this is what he wants now. He wants to be a Liverpool player. It's just a matter of time before it gets announced. So there's no injuries, guys. I think they done a scan. He's okay. The next steps of his career is obviously moving on. But yeah, let Fabrizio carry on.
Reinvest, start a new era for them after the fantastic performances of Alexander Isak in the recent years, or if they want to handle this situation with the player being unhappy at the moment and trying to source this. So he's on the club now, he's on Newcastle, but the player side has been clear. He wants to go and leave Newcastle.
So bring us behind the scenes of what's happening right now. Why does he want to leave Newcastle in this transfer session?
Look, the decision from what I heard is with no disrespect for Newcastle or for the manager or for the fans. Alexander Isak has always been very happy with everyone at Newcastle, never had any problem. But he feels there is now time for him to go and try something different. First point, he feels that now there is a really important club like Liverpool competing to win every single title next season with a fantastic squad, offering the opportunity to put important money on the table. Because don't forget that Liverpool almost 12, 13 days ago spoke directly to Newcastle in direct club-to-club communication and informed them about being ready to pay a record transfer fee for Isak. So the player is aware of Liverpool desire, of Liverpool project, but also of Liverpool being ready to pay crazy money. For the first time in the recent years, we had many clubs interested in Alexander Isak, but no one really presented an official bid close to what Newcastle wanted. In this case, Liverpool can get, if not close, almost. So the situation is...
The story is Liverpool can spend up to 600 million, considering obviously what they haven't spent in the last few seasons and the sales they made and the sales they're about to make. So if people are worried about the PSR, it doesn't really include Liverpool worries. So people just chill. Liverpool can still get Isak without, PSR issues. So yes, man, I'm looking forward to this. Let's continue with Fabrizio. Bring the good news, Fabrizio.
Really interesting for the player to go to Liverpool to play Champions League football as well as he would do at Newcastle, but obviously with the ambition to win the title. So for Isak would be a big opportunity. This is why the player wants to go. And now again, it depends on what Newcastle will decide to do.
So the question now is also on club side, because Liverpool were really active this transfer session after signing Florian Wirtz, after signing Ekitike. So why are they willing to sign another striker?
Look, because I think is very clear that they obviously lost and they're going to lose some players. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But obviously with Darwin Núñez expected to leave, with Federico Chiesa expected to leave, with Luis Diaz expected to leave. Also, they want to reshape their attack to have players like Hugo Ekitike, who can also play on the wing when it's needed, to have a creative player like Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak. They believe this is a perfect opportunity.
Ooh, that's saucy, baby. Oh, my goodness. That attack can kill anyone in the world. I think people are sleeping on Ekitike. I honestly think that, people. I think people are not not understanding how good Ekitike can be. You know, they're judging him on his performances for PSG and all that stuff. Forget about that. Players can improve. Players can go elsewhere and become better players. And I think Ekitike has already done that. I think it's the right move for him right now in his career as well, coming to Liverpool. I think there's a song for Ekitike already happening in the near future. That's how much people will love him. As I said before, I was in a show with Cal, Uncle Rod's, an N90, I think it was N90 show. Cal made a great point. He said Ekitike was part of the plan for next season. But, you know, due to circumstances with Diogo Jota, rest in peace, we had to bring that forward to this season. And this is why we've got Ekitike now. So it's good. Either way, man, I'm happy with it. Obviously, getting him through the door. And it's going to be cover for Isak, and he's going to be cover for the left wing as well. But he's going to have his own game time. Trust me, guys. He's going to have plenty of games, not just in the Cups, Champions Leagues. Sometimes, you know, Isak needs a rest, so he's got to come in and do the job as well. So it's good to have two players that are so similar. It's unreal. Let me just put it that way. Big up Bajan, my brother, man. I'm looking forward to you, for you guys to come back, man. What's going on, man? Where is the streams? Please go and subscribe to my brother Bajan Barnes, man. Please, 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 please. Gene, yes, Gene. What is going on? Like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Appreciate that, Gene. And Amy, hopefully I said it right. Rio needs time. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I said I'd rather have Rio as an impact player coming off the bench, changing games, rather than starting him every single time. Give him cup games, but, you know, when it comes to the major trophies, which is the Champions League and the Premier League, when games are not going our way, bring Rio on to change the games, to do that direct play that he does. That's what I think. I don't think he should be loaned out either, brother. I honestly don't think that. I think it's too much into loaning players out and all this stuff when they don't really need loaning. I think players who play central midfield, those are the players that's more, you know, they need the physical side of the game in the Championship to learn about that role. That's what I'm trying to say. So Curtis Jones should have did that years ago, in my opinion. I think he would have been a better player right now if he learned the brutal side of the game in the Championship and then come back up to the Premier League. That's what I think. Big up, Victor, man. I saw a report yesterday that Alonso is worried about Trent defensively. Yeah, I've seen that, bro. But he's no longer our concern. We don't need to talk about snakes, bro. Let the snakes go, man. We don't need them. We don't need them, mate. It is what it is with Trent. He's no more our player. And even if he does badly at Real Madrid, I never want him back. I don't even want to see him at Liverpool anymore. Just move on. I hope that mural is taken down somewhere, man. I'm being brutal, but I just don't like the player. Sorry, guys. I thought like he gave us less less of performances than the years. You know what I mean? Like in regards to getting into games and protecting Liverpool Football Club because you're a local guy that loves the club. Listen, he jumps away at tackles. He doesn't really win his battles. I remember Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I think that's how you say his name, Everton away. He had a header a couple of seasons ago, the season when McAllister, got kicked in his chest by Doku. I think that was the game after, at the far post. And all Trent did was put a finger on Dominic's back. That's the kind of defender he was. That's the careless person that he was. So Trent, never for me, man. I already thought of him in a different way a couple of years back because I don't think he gave us 100% on the pitch. And this behavior of him, the way he left us, proved it. I mean, I wasn't wrong about him. There you go. But I'll move on, man. I think we get two centre-backs, a left winger, and a DM still. That's a bit too much, but we wait and see, bro. I don't think it's two centre-backs. I think it's one centre-back and a striker. I think they're going to get. But we carry on with Fabrizio.
To give Arne Slot something special. And then for Alexander Isak, there is the chance. Some moments, the market can be like the opportunity. It's about that. You can plan whatever you want. You can prepare whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But then in the market, There are moments where you have the opportunity, and Liverpool feel that this is their opportunity to get the player, with many other clubs who are not working on a deal for Isak. So at the moment, there is basically no direct competition in this moment of the market. It doesn't mean that other clubs don't want Alexander Isak. We will talk about that in a second, but it means that probably they are not ready to go for it in this moment. And so for Liverpool, it's like a big chance on the market. They want to go for the player because, don't forget, last summer Liverpool basically didn't spend any money. Obviously Federico Chiesa, but was not an expensive deal, and Mamardashvili same. So now they have the chance to invest money, they have the chance to go big, and they believe that Isak is a big opportunity, a big chance, and they don't want to miss this.
So you mentioned about other clubs like Chelsea.
Hang on, let me come back to this. Let me come back to this, people. Let me come back to this. Let me come back to this. Bum ba 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 bum ba. So this is from Sky Sports, I think just now. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. There you go. Let's share this with you. Big bomba in regards to Luis Diaz.
Meanwhile, Liverpool are in advanced talks with Bayern Munich over a deal for Luis Diaz. Remember, he didn't play for them, did he? After Liverpool rejected Bayern's initial advances, an offer believed to be in the region of 58.5 million, the German champions have returned with a second offer believed to be around 69 million pounds.
There you go, people. Looks like Luis Diaz is gone. I don't think he'll be back very soon at the Liverpool training camp. Luis Diaz is going, people, whether we like to say that or not. Thank you for last season. Obviously, that's the only season we've won a major trophy. Yeah, Luis Diaz, I think 60 million. I think Liverpool will accept that, plus add-ons as well. Listen, it's been emotional. If you know what I mean, with Luis Diaz, obviously his dad getting kidnapped. I'm glad his dad is back to him and safe and well. But life, we've got to move on, guys, innit? We've got to move on. Let's go and get a younger player. 28. He's 28 years old. Getting 60 million pound for him. It's a lot of money in my opinion, and going down the route of getting a younger player, probably getting Rodrigo. Hopefully, if Real Madrid want to sell to us as their rivals, is something special in my opinion. So, yeah, man, looks like Luis Diaz is going. Liverpool won't let players. They wouldn't let players go unless they're confident there's something coming in return. They're not that thick. They're not that thick, man. So, yeah, man, let's move.
Chelsea, Arsenal, other clubs as well. Are these clubs part of this conversation as well?
Yeah, it's important to clarify something about that, because my understanding is that Chelsea never entered into any conversation for Alexander Isak this summer. Never, ever. Also because they wanted to spend their money in a different way. And so it's João Pedro, Delap, wingers, Bina Gittens, now Xavi Simons. So Chelsea busy with different things. Arsenal always being focused during the whole summer between Gyökeres and Šeško, and then they decided to go for Viktor Gyökeres, now finally official. Other Premier League clubs like Manchester United, not even close to the conversation, not even involved because of the financial package. And then it's important to say that the real opportunity we see every day in the media is about Saudi, is about Al Hilal, but I'm told that this is not even a negotiation, not even a concrete chance, because the player has already been very clear with Saudi clubs at the beginning.
I don't understand this Saudi Arabia clubs, like the guys, that's how you say it, yeah, just to let you know. They say Saudi, I say Saudi. That's how you say it. So I don't really understand this Saudi, clubs coming in for players who are young players, basically 25, 26. They're not going to go, obviously, down there. That's a later in your career kind of, move. So Isak, if you hear about the Saudi clubs coming in for him, don't worry, guys. That's bullshit. He ain't going to go down there. It's always about, Premier League and, Liverpool Football Club for him. So it's about the negotiations with Newcastle and Liverpool now. That's how it is. Don't worry about the Saudi, because at the end of the day, if you look at if they're saying Al Hilal is coming for him, that's the same ownership. They're only passing players to each other. So would things like that be allowed? I don't know. But why would he go to Saudi anyway? You're going to destroy your career. You're going to destroy your international football. So there's no point. Look at Duran from Aston Villa. Came back straight away after a few months. He went in January, came back. So it's not for them. Those leagues are not for them, man. Not just yet. Maybe in the future, if you want more money, you could go down there and explore your, your life in a way of money. So yeah, that's what I think. Newcastle need to hurry, or they won't have time to buy in and get ready for the Prem. I think they put themselves in a bad predicament a long time ago, way before the Isak transfer, because they're going for players that don't want to come to Newcastle. That's the problem with Newcastle. They need to get players that actually want to go to Newcastle. So yeah, they need to hurry up 100%. But I don't think it involves Isak. I wouldn't worry about that, guys. The Isak deal will happen eventually, 100%.
Of the window. He doesn't want to move to Saudi, with maximum respect for Saudi and their clubs and their league, but he wants to compete in Europe. He wants to compete at the highest level. He wants to win the Champions League. He wants to win the Premier League.
There you go.
This is why Liverpool. And so at the moment,
do you remember this, guys? I said this before Fabrizio Romano. Remember I said this? I did say it. The player has to show that he has ambition. Fabrizio Romano saying the same thing I said.
The other clubs are not even close in this race, in this conversation to Liverpool. They are the clear favorites. They are the only club in concrete conversation and with concrete chances to sign the player. So this is the story. It's about Liverpool. Forget also about Saudi links because Alexander Isak has been very clear. He's not going to Saudi, so this is not a possibility.
So you mentioned about outgoings. What does it mean for the future of a player like Luis Diaz?
Yeah, for Luis Diaz, obviously, this is a financial topic more than technical. Obviously, Luis Diaz is a winger, Isak is a striker, but financially, Liverpool, as we mentioned, they already invested important money on several strikers. One striker, I mean, Kitike, on several players like Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong. So financially, it's important also to raise some money, and Luis Diaz wants to go. Luis Diaz wants to leave. This is why he was not even on the bench for the friendly game against Milan. Luis Diaz has been clear with the club. He wants to try something new, something different. Bayern are expected to return to the table in the upcoming days with a new proposal, new official bid. But I can also tell you that behind the scenes, there is a constant communication between Bayern, the agents of Luis Diaz, and Liverpool. They are on daily basis communication to try find a solution. So I think Luis Diaz will go. I think there is a very good chance. Bayern are prepared to push again in the next days to close this deal.
And they did it just now. So expect, huge developments with Luis Diaz. Barcola is the word on the street. K-Mac Rodrigo would require Salah-style wages. I don't think so. But it is what it is. Barcola is a good player. I mean, he obviously he's still raw in my opinion from what I've seen of him. If he comes to Liverpool, who am I to argue? Hooks. I mean, big up Hooks, by the way. Yeah. What are you saying? We on holiday, bro, in Barbados. Oh, don't do this to me, bro. I need a holiday myself, man. You know what I mean? Enjoying life with that, brothers, man. What's going on? Good morning, fake pundit, bro. Yeah, enjoy, bro. Enjoy, man.
And so at that point for Liverpool, it would mean more than 75 million euros for sure, more fresh money. And so it also means that they will free some space up front also for a player like Isak. Again, obviously different in terms of skills, but in terms of number of players, for Luis Diaz, the opportunity to go is now something quite clear.
Another player whose future is in doubt, I think I've been asking this question every week, is David Nunez.
Yeah, for Darwin Nunez, we still have to keep close eye on the situation of Saudi clubs because I think this could still be a possibility. We know that Napoli deal is completely off after they signed Lorenzo Luca. Darwin Nunez wanted to go there. So I think Darwin Nunez remains keen on a move to European clubs in case something comes up in the next days or weeks. It's a bit more than 1 month to go for the end of the summer transfer window. But if an opportunity will come for Darwin Nunez, I think he's still very open to European move. Otherwise, Saudi is still there. They wanted him in January. They want him now. Darwin is aware of this possibility. Obviously, this is big financial package from Saudi for Darwin Nunez. What I can guarantee once again is that despite what Arne Slot said today about a small injury, minor injury for Darwin Nunez, the player wants to go. Liverpool want him to go. Yep. They want to part ways in a...
Thank you, Darwin Nunez. It's time to go. It's time to go. Get out. Get out.
Very respectful way. So there is no problem between Nunez and Liverpool. Just they feel on both sides, club, manager and player, there is time to part ways, to make money for Liverpool, for the player to try a new chapter. And so I still believe that Darwin will go this summer.
We mentioned about the situation on Newcastle side. What can be the replacement of the striker?
Yeah, it's been a difficult summer for Newcastle so far, but there is still time to do good things, to do interesting things for Newcastle, because obviously they had several top targets, Ekitike, and he went to Liverpool. Then they had the opportunity to go for João Pedro before, and he decided to go to Chelsea. So it was not easy for Newcastle in some cases this summer transfer window. But what I can tell you is that Newcastle are going very big, but very big for Benjamin Sesko. They had contacts in the last 48 hours. It's not an easy deal because obviously for Sesko there are many possibilities. He's one of the most attractive strikers in Europe when it's about talent, potential, development, and so numbers, also because in terms of goals he did fantastic at Leipzig in the recent years. So Newcastle are trying. What I can tell you is that Newcastle spoke to people close to the player, presented their project. They are prepared to make an important financial proposal to the player and then to Red Bull Leipzig. So I think Newcastle would really try to do something special, something big for Benjamin Sesko. Other players they like are, for example, Nicolas Jackson at Chelsea. There is also a conversation still ongoing with Brentford for Vissa, who is a player who wants to move to Newcastle despite interest from Saudi. So Newcastle are moving on different tables, on different opportunities. They will be super busy in the next weeks, but Benjamin Sesko is their top target, and I think if they get Sesko is probably the correct key to understand this domain.
Sesko scored 13 goals last season. He's a target man from what I can see. Reminds me a bit of Giroud, the one who used to play for Arsenal and Chelsea. If Newcastle get a player like that, I think it would be more suitable to them. Maybe he's got more into his game. I don't know. But that's how when I look at Sesko, that's what he reminds me of. Like the goals, shows 13 goals in one season. It's not a lot for a striker. Considering a winger like Salah scoring over 20 goals. I mean, it's crazy. So, you know what I mean? CJ says, I just prefer Grav, lad, and he was cheaper. Oh, you mean to Caicedo? I agree. Yeah, Jids, I know it's not. I know, bro. I know. Big up, by the way. Big up. I hope the Twitter is doing you guys good, man. Because it's getting ridiculous over there nowadays. He's on Twitter Spaces, people. I used to be on there before, so yeah. Of course. So where are we? If Liverpool had signed Caicedo, wouldn't have signed Gravenberch. He was third choice after Caicedo and Lavia. I don't know, man. Look at what Liverpool's doing now, my brother. You know what I mean? Liverpool are doing some madness now. You know what I mean? We're not just buying one player, we're buying 2, 3 like that. It's crazy stuff, bro. So I don't know. Gravenberch is too good to turn down. Let me just put it that way. Dave says Gravenberch was already at the club before we approached Caicedo. Dave. Yesterday, show me how rivals are salty towards us. We have gotten this fraud so rattled. LOL. I agree with you, bro. Hamza is the one who's leading this. You know what I mean? This guy who's talking about Liverpool spending, forgetting what Man City spent. And not only that, forgetting why he supports Man City. Because, before they were this oil club, this state-owned club, he didn't support them. I didn't see no Man City shirts in London walking around. I didn't see that. You know what I mean? So, these guys need to, calm down. We've earned the right. You haven't earned the right. You fast-tracked to the top. We've earned the right to get there. That's the difference between us and you guys. We saved our money and we're spending it at the right time. Right place, right time. Put it that way. Take that to the bank, Mr. Hamza. Rivals laughing at us for losing in preseason. Well, they lost in the World Club Cup to El Halal. So make that make sense. Big up Tony Steele, man. We definitely need to bring in a centre-back. Gomez sadly can't be relied on. Yeah, 100%, bro. I agree with you. He's starting to piss me off now.
For Alexander Isak.
And what about Manchester United? Because we've been talking about Manchester United signing a striker the whole summer, and that's not happening yet.
Yeah, first of all, let me remind you, the last episode we released, the Romani Blazers on Man United, so you can find everything about Manchester United. Today was more general about strikers.
I've heard Man United, they're looking to get a player like Isak. They were actually trying to, muscle their way in with no muscles. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. If Liverpool is going for Isak, you've got no right to come in. You're not that club anymore. You're a clowns club. You guys are a joke. Nobody cares about Man United anymore. So move on, man. Get out of here, man. You know, like I love the way we react to Man United now. Remember, we used to say, shit, Man United's gonna come in for the player, man. This is not gonna look good. Now we don't give a damn. When we hear Man United going for the same players that we do, we start laughing. I swear. It's a joke. Absolute joke. Yeah, so let me show you what our rivals are saying. I saw this the other day. Don't ask for permission to share this. So he said to me, yeah, there you go. Let's see what they're saying. Rivals now, boys and girls. I'll keep an eye on Twitter, see if there's anything coming out. If there is, I'll share it with you. Don't worry. It's just about the Luis Diaz thing at the moment. I don't see anything else. No bombers apart from that. Oh. So let's see what they're saying.
You can't have Ekitike. It's Liverpool. This is a step too far. Liverpool, you can't have Ekitike, Isak, and Salah up front.
That's a plea for Man United fans. They're begging us not to get those players. Let's go. Yeah, man. Go watch the rivals, innit? You got to watch the rivals. See what they're saying. They're all crying, man.
Seriously sick right now. I thought a lot of this Alexander Isak to Liverpool talk was just the media being dramatic over the last 2 days. I was like, Liverpool has signed Ekitike.
Listen, I love this girl's take on football, but she looks like she hasn't slept for months. I think Liverpool has put her through so much stress.
Arsenal got Gyökeres. I honestly thought it was just the media looking for clicks, being dramatic. I was like, he's probably just got an injury and the media are being dramatic. But no, it has come out. The big news story has come out. Alexander Isak has now informed Newcastle United that he wants to leave. The club are aware of the player's plan and now must decide how to move. I've always felt with the Alexander Isak situation, if Isak was happy at Newcastle, they weren't going to sell him. And I think there was talk of 130 million Liverpool willing to spend on him. And I said, if Isak isn't pushing for a move, they won't sell him. I said, if Isak starts pushing for a move, they could sell him. But Liverpool have signed Ekitike. Liverpool have signed the Isak alternative, which means if you're Newcastle, you probably don't want to sell Isak even more now, particularly to Liverpool of all clubs. Of course, you can never rule out Chelsea. Man United haven't signed a striker. I could delude myself into that. He's not coming anywhere near us. But like, first of all, why did Isak wait till now to say I want to leave? Why didn't you do it like a week and a half ago? Because they would have got you in the door before I could.
They are, man. They're stressing out, aren't they? The rivals. They're absolutely stressing out. Listen, we love this. This is what we wanted for years. We've finally got where we wanted to be. I'm happy, people. I want this to continue forever. Let's go. People, do me a favor, please. Yeah, hit the likes and subscribe and all that good stuff. I'm on the road to 3,000. Let's get there if we can. That's all. I'm not asking for anything else. If you don't like me, it's okay. Just hit the like for me. And if you're passing through. What's Trudeau saying? Let's not forget Gravenberch fell off a cliff after January. He was burnt out, needs some rotation. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he fell off a cliff or anything like that. He just couldn't do what he normally does, man. You know what I mean? The cliff is too far, man. Too far down, bro. Relax, man. Relax. Love you, Trudeau, as always, bro. Big up, my guy. Yes, it's crazy. What are you saying? The crash out over us losing a training match is embarrassing. That's how shook they are. Couldn't say any better, Couldn't say any better.
DK. First of all, maybe Isak was being promised by Newcastle. Do you know what I actually think, quickly, before I talk about the other news coming out in regards to Liverpool? I honestly think that Isak was being told by Newcastle, we've got this ambitious project, we're going to sign this player, that player. And then he sees, okay, they've missed out on Cunha. They've missed out on Delap. They've missed out on Mbumo. And now they've missed out on Ekitike. And I think Isak maybe got excited at the idea of playing with Ekitike. And Langwood would come in. And I think now that Newcastle, and I feel really sorry for Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe was a fantastic manager. Fifth Champions League football, and won the Carabao Cup. Eddie Howe had a fantastic season. First trophy to Newcastle in a while. Didn't really get anyone last summer. I'm not counting Asula. I'm not counting
happening. Alexander Isak.
It's amazing, isn't it, Alice? Like every time you look at her, she's always thinking about Liverpool. We're rent-free in people's minds. I love it. Continue, Liverpool Football Club. Keep coming. Because once Isak walks through that door, social media is going to be broken. It's over for everybody. They know it. They know it, man. Forget about yesterday's game. Yesterday's game was a training match, like you guys said in the comments. It's done. I've moved on. I don't care. I've seen good and bad. I don't give a damn about that game. The next steps is retaining the Premier League. Let's see what this gentleman is saying from... He's a Tottenham fan, isn't he? Doesn't look like he slept for a while. Look at the bags, man. God damn.
Has not travelled with Newcastle on their Asia tour. He hasn't travelled. Fabrizio Romano and Ben Jacobs have come out with big updates regarding this. Newcastle insist it's not due to a transfer reason, with the striker still nursing a minor injury.
Sure
despite clear, this is the key part, despite an all clear from a scan he has had recently. This is absolutely massive. And Liverpool fans, you've been here before. You've seen this before. This is exactly what Coutinho did to Liverpool fans. Didn't travel on his pre-season tour. Forced the move. Could this be Liverpool's trump card? Could they go out here, play Ekitike on the left, still Luis Diaz, and then go out there and get Alexander Isak? I still think it's highly unlikable, highly unlikely. However, why are you not traveling with the rest of the team? If you've had a thigh scan, which is all clear, why have you not traveled? That is a big, big question. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts. This could be absolutely massive for both Liverpool and Newcastle United.
Isak wants out of Newcastle. We've been tracking this story all summer. Does it mean Liverpool go in? Does it mean he goes to Saudi?
Guys, we've got to dance to this. We've got to dance to this.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul go.
Yes, so glow, people. So glow. Originals know that. Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, back in the day. That movie is the best I've ever seen. So get that dancing going, people. Get that dancing going. Let's listen to Mr. Goldbridge.
Does somebody else come in? This transfer window that's given so much is going to give so much more. It's not over. It's not over, and it's only getting bigger. This would be the biggest summer transfer of the summer, and I just wonder whether Arsenal are looking at this and Liverpool are looking at this and thinking, did we jump too soon on Gyökeres and Ekitike? Well, the answer is for Arsenal, yes. A player that looked like he would always be a good fit for Arsenal will not be playing for them. They've made their move. It will be Gyökeres. But for Liverpool, the belief is...
You know, like some Arsenal fans wanted Sesko instead of Gyökeres, which was weird. You know what I mean? Gyökeres is an all-round player. I think he scored about 36 goals in 31 games last season for Sporting. So that's an impressive record. That's more goals than games. You know what I mean? So this guy, I know the Portuguese league is not the strongest league. I know people don't really like that league because of what we bought before, Lazar Markovic and Darwin Núñez and, you know, etc. But to me, that's impressive. You know what I mean? Coming from, obviously, Coventry, going to, you know, Sporting, that's something like no other player has done ever, I think, in football. Like going from Coventry to Sporting, that's crazy, absolutely crazy. So Arsenal have got themselves a good player. Arsenal will score a lot of goals next season, but to me, when I look at Arsenal, they needed a striker last season, not this season. This season, Liverpool have improved on, you know, they've improved with the players they already have that's won the Premier League. So that's going to elevate Liverpool to higher level. So 10 points wasn't what the Premier League should have been. It should have been maybe 20, maybe 25, if we put our foot on the accelerator, if you know what I mean. So, as I said, Arsenal is going to compete, but I don't think they're going to win the Premier League next season. I don't think they're even going to come close. I think Liverpool's going to blow everybody out of the water next season, 100%. And if they don't, then there's something wrong with our football club. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, but yeah, Gyökeres is good, but not as they don't need him this season. They needed him last season. 14 likes away from 50. What's going on, people? Are we sleeping? Please, big up Beijing, bro. I'll come to your comments when we finish with this one, and then I'm gonna go, guys. Yeah. So let's see what they're saying.
There could still be move. There still could be movement. There still could be room. This is the breaking story. It came from Craig Hope in the Daily Mail, to be fair, because that's who Ben Jacobs and Fabrizio Romano are both quoting, and they're both saying this. Alexander Isak has told Newcastle he wants to explore a move away. He wants to go. He wants to go. All other interested clubs are aware. Liverpool told Newcastle prior to signing Ekitike they were prepared to pay a British transfer record fee. Another attacker is still possible for Liverpool if Luis Diaz is sold, and with Darwin Núñez expected to leave as well, another approach is not ruled out. Al Hilal have told Newcastle they are ready to make a significant offer despite no engagement yet on the player side.
What kind of nonsense is that? Al Hilal is going to make an offer. What, are you going to make an offer to yourself? Like, to me, to you, like, what the hell? Are you looking in the mirror to make an offer to yourself? Like, what is going on? We know you're the same ownership. Come on, man. You can't fool everybody. Let's be honest here. Hamza is a waffle and a clickbait merchant. I agree. I'll tell him when I speak to him again. Yeah, I need to talk to that guy, man. I need to sort him out.
Isak has not shown encouragement to Saudi so far. He wants to assess his options rather than committing now to a new Newcastle contract. He remains well contracted until 2028.
Isak has handed a transfer request in. Mental.
Have you guys noticed? Like, it's all Man United fans, one Tottenham fan. Crazy, isn't it? We've got Man United, on the ropes here. They can't get out. They can't get out, man. We're doing Tyson on them. Oh, goodness gracious me. It's over for these football clubs, I swear.
You know what? I done an earlier update about Liverpool, confirmed transfer plans. I mentioned a little bit about the Isak stuff as well. You might have seen it, you might have not. Anyone that is here, big up. We're going to talk about this whole saga. I have had a little bit of a meltdown on my own channel. It's not nice. Even doing this right now, I have to just gear myself up. Otherwise, you're just going to have a depressing video. So anyways, if you don't mind, just for me, please smash the like button. It does wonders. You can push me out to a new subscriber, maybe a new Liverpool fan. They can find who Monts is. Who's Monts? I'm a Liverpool fan that's on the channel. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you very much. Bar that, I knew this was coming. Now, Indicator might be one of the GOATs. Him and that Ivan, whoever that is, they've been on this update stuff for ages.
Yep.
And I know I'm having a bit of a laugh before anyone comes in and says, no, you're wrong, this, that, blah, blah, blah. They've really been bang on this. I don't really want to give them any props. I still think they're frauds, but they feel like they've been, you know what I mean? They're going to fool the masses, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a nice story to run with because it's easy to fool other people, other fan bases. But it's confirmed by Paul Joyce, come out through the likes of Craig Hope. He was the first one on it. Then Fabrizio's on it. And then before you know it, David Ornstein drops the bomb. It's a little bit, I don't really want to have to describe my feelings on that part. But if we're going off what Craig Hope has updated in one of his in his article, he said if a fee comes in around 150 million, then Liverpool will be, they will consider that very likely because on top of what Isak has said in terms of he wants to leave, Liverpool are the front runners. There's a lot of updates coming out as we speak through my phone.
Bruh, you see this setup right now.
See, Kaz is stressing out as well, people. Like, I love it. Keep it coming. You know what I mean? Keep it coming.
If you smell what the Rock is.
There you go. Keep it coming. Now we've got a Spurs fan. Goodness gracious me. He needs to have a haircut.
This ain't my house. This ain't my flat. Yeah, this ain't my living room. This is one of my work booths, right? I'm meant to be working, but I saw the alert on my phone, literally 1:54. I saw the alert maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. I saw the bomber that David Ornstein dropped, which has obviously sent shockwaves through the Premier League. And bruh, I said, you know what? I have to talk about this. I have to. I must. Alexander Isak. What a bomber. Bomber to bomber. Yeah? We all knew as football fans, right? And before I even get into specifics, let me actually read. So Ornstein has dropped an article saying Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle and has asked not to go on their pre-season tour. So we knew that he was omitted from the friendly that they had against Celtic where they got spanked. And then we see news that drops this morning saying Isak is not part of the travelling squad for their pre-season tour. And you're thinking, And then people, obviously, some people trying to play it down saying, oh yeah, no, it's not transfer related. It's not transfer related. Well, we've heard it from the horse's mouth. This is as credible as it gets. David Ornstein, he is someone that doesn't do if buts or maybes. He does absolute. So if he's tweeting it, him or Fab, if they're tweeting, it is true. It is true, right? And what he said is Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle. He's asked not to go on the pre-season tour. Yeah? It says, Isak wants to leave Newcastle. Multiple sources privy to the situation have told The Athletic. Yeah? Newcastle, I'm going to skim through it. Newcastle have been determined to retain Isak on an improved contract. His existing terms run till June 2028, but are also exploring other potential replacements in case he departs. I'm going to skim. Obviously, we know about the Liverpool news. I think the bit that is most important here is Newcastle have been resolute from the boardroom through to Eddie Howe that Isak is not for sale. And they have. Fair point. It's true. They stood firm. And that position remains, though it was always dependent on Isak accepting that stance. Should the striker really agitate to go and there is a willing buyer able to cough up an eye-water in sum acceptable to Newcastle, then how absolute Newcastle's resolve is will finally be tested. People, there's a saying, the irony, there's in what I'm about to say, but there's a saying by a certain someone on the Big Six who's actually a supporter of a club who has triggered this domino effect, Liverpool. And I'm talking about my good brother Grizz.
Alexander Isak.
There you go, guys. You know, when things like this happen, is more or less going to happen. That's what they're trying to say to you guys. So prepare yourselves, Liverpool fans. You know, Isak, when he comes through the door, you know, we're going to shock the world. We're going to show everybody what Liverpool Football Club is all about. Liverpool is back on their perch. Liverpool is back to being the best team in England, in Britain. Let me just put it that way. So trophies will follow. We said Shanks, Klopp, Paisley, Slot. That's what we said. Remember, before all this is happening again. Lightning has struck twice. You know what I mean? Lightning has struck twice at Liverpool. Shankly, Paisley, Klopp, Slot. And I'm loving it. I am loving it. Don't worry about yesterday's game. That's the past. We move. It's a practice game with the fringe players. We don't care. The best thing that's come out of there was Rio, Vert, and that Soboslai beauty. Just Mama Dashvili, just don't run anymore, please, mate. Yeah. I think your pace is a lot to be desired and something we don't want to see anymore. Please, just stay in your goal line. Just stay in your goal line. Hamza is not right in the head. I agree. I'll tell him that when I speak to him again. Please smash the likes, people. I'm not too far from 50 likes. The aim is always 50 likes for streams like this. I'm six away from 50 likes. So please get me there as soon as you can. Let's get back now. Terry is on there. Let's see what he's saying. You know, he's gonna tell you the truth majority of the time.
Transfer request in. Liverpool are the favourites. There is preferred destination. It's bloody happening. It's happening. Strap yourself in, rivals. Liverpool are about to pull off the biggest transfer in the history of Premier League football. Yes, the money is a big factor in that. It will be 120, 130, 140, whatever it may end up being. But when was the last time this happened?
But before that, hit the like button, please. Get that done. Get this stream shared. Get it across your social media platforms. And the more I think about this, the more the realization starts to seep into me as a rival of Liverpool, not just how good this business is, but the fantastic nature of this summer for Liverpool. It's sobering and infuriating, but
Chat, I want to ask you guys a question. Is this the best transfer window in the history of the Premier League? Forget about Liverpool. I'm asking you guys in the Premier League, era. Chelsea had one, Man City had one, Man United have a few. Arsenal, I think, had one as well. Is in the Premier League history, is this the best transfer window ever, considering the quality of the players Liverpool are buying? You look at Man City's players, they look like what Liverpool used to buy. And then you look at Liverpool, it looks like what Man City used to buy. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, is this the best transfer window ever? Like Florian Wirtz, Ekitike, Frimpong, Kirkes, and possibly Isak. So that's 5 players, if you know what I mean. Adding to the quality that's won the Premier League already, if you know what I mean. So, and won it by a canter, by the way. It's not like 1 or 2 points, like, head-to-head kind of thing. Liverpool actually smashed everybody last season in the Premier League and won it by a canter. So is this the greatest Premier League transfer window ever? And do you like the way Liverpool done it on top of that, which is the earliest they can do it? You know what I mean? As soon as the transfer window opened, Liverpool got in there, got their players, if you know what I mean, and got them to pre-season. So there's no more like players coming into the team while the season started. You have to integrate them, get them off the bench now and again until they get used to the, how to play in the Premier League and all that stuff. So I like it. I really, really like it. I think, in my personal opinion, since I've been, watching the Premier League since 1992 when it first started, I think it could come close to the greatest Premier League transfer window ever from one club. I honestly think that. Yeah, but let's get back to Terry, see what he's saying. Please do me a favor, hit the likes and subscribe for me. Psychedelic Scientist, what's going on, man? What's going on, Mr. Shouling, original Shouling? You just left me, man. I haven't seen you for ages, bro. What is going on? I hope you're okay. Big up, Fuzzy. I found hilarious how all rivals had been in denial, saying we won't get Isak. Let them in it. Even our own fan base, I had people coming on here like having a go at me. I said, all I want, before he even said it, I said, all I want is the player to come out and say he wants to leave. Now he's done that. The next steps is the transfer. Newcastle and Liverpool are negotiating. Newcastle are just showing the world we're fighting to keep him, kind of thing. And then they're going to let him go eventually. They have to show that. Because if they just let him go straight away, the fan base of Newcastle are going to turn on the manager and everybody else around the club. And that's what you don't want. But when the player wants to leave, he's got to leave, man. Can't stay over here, man. He's got to go. It's got to go, man. And what's going on? What is going on, Mr. Fire? Juicy information. Robbie Fowler interviewed today. I saw that. I think it was on Redmond TV, yeah? Gave a big clue, smiling ear from ear, and an intense look to interview to say, don't say anything about Isak. Isak is done. There you go, bro. Let's go. Let's get back to Terry while this is happening, man.
I have to respect it. I have to respect it. On every single level, I have to respect this. I can't not respect it. Okay? This is a phenomenal player, but you're taking him away from an upstart, a team that's looking to challenge you in the coming years. You're moving up the giant club that we already knew you to be.
This sounds like a poem, innit? Oh, goodness gracious me. This is the Premier League. This is to the Premier League next season.
Hadouken! Shoryuken! Tiger! Uppercut! Perfect!
That's the Premier League next season.
I'm so angry about this. I'm so angry that my club, Man United that is not in a position to challenge Liverpool for the player. I'm so frustrated because this is it. This isn't just a statement. This isn't just changing the Premier League. It's bigger than that. It's much bigger than that. They're all but certainly guaranteeing the league title. Number 21. to become the most successful league side in the history of English football. Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz, Ekitike, and now Alexander Isak.
There you go, people. You know, like when people like Terry are almost crying on live, what I think it was live at the time, live TV. It shows how far Liverpool has moved up in the, you know, players picking order. You know, I mean, we're at the top now. Everybody wants to join Liverpool Football Club. And listen, I love being back here. I was here in the 80s when we signed John Barnes, Peter Beardsley, Ray Houghton. You know what I mean? That transfer window was amazing. And I'll never forget that because it was the best Liverpool team I've ever seen in the 80s. You know, when you got John Barnes on the wing and you got Ray Houghton on the right, you got Ronnie Whelan and Steve McMahon in the middle with Nigel Spatman, you know, covering them as well. And you got John Aldridge at front. You got Alan Hansen, Gillespie, Steve Nicol, Gary Ablett, Bruce Grobler. You got Lawrenson still there. You know what I mean? So you got all these players, and then afterwards you get Steve Staunton coming to the football club, and you know, it was madness back in the day, absolute madness, man. And we could have something similar with this transfer window as well, getting these players through. So yeah, man, it's crazy, guys. I'm 46, by the way. I'm not 25, so don't think I'm 25. I'm 46, so I have been around. No bullshit here, bro. No bullshit here. MM, what are you saying? Without doubt, we land Guehi and Isak. It has to be the best. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Big up, Rodrigo, man. I hope you're okay, brother. If we get Isak, yes, I think is the best in history. Wow, that's a big statement, bro. If we buy a defender, it will be one of the best. Edward says, Ted, never seen you before. I hope you're okay. Abramovich's first season. Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive, bro. Rivals are rattled. Yeah, they are, man. They are 100%. Hooks, what you saying? LFC did the moonwalk all over this transfer window. Yeah, they have. They have. It's about time, innit? Normally, I'm one of those people that call out FSG, and you know, I don't do it to the extent I come on here every day and start moaning about them. But they were starting to piss me off in it, and you know, I had to share my feelings. If you haven't suffered the 30 years, you won't know how I felt. So that's the kind of thing that actually drove me, you know, into going crazy again. But I stopped somewhere down the line. But yeah, what they did this transfer window, I can't even fault them. I can't even ever go at them. I respect them now. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. People can change their mind. Don't be afraid, man. LFC did more. Sorry about that, guys. 10 minutes, 25 seconds in the video for reference. Oh, big up, bro. Big up.
About to go to the barbers. Yeah, I told the barbers, wait on me. I said the trim can wait. Because this can't wait. Isak has handed in a transfer request. Isak has basically told Newcastle, I want to leave. Liverpool are lurking. I'm worried. I'm worried. How do Liverpool have the money? What's going on here? Can someone else come in from Al Hilal? Can you come in from? Is there anyone else? Can United? Yeah, never mind. Damn. Ooh, this is serious now. They tried to say he was injured this morning. I didn't believe it. They really tried to cover this up, you know. Brother said, yo, you tried to cover this up, yeah? Brother, I'm leaving, brother. Craig Hope has just put in a bomber right now, people. Newcastle fans, I'm sorry, but this ain't looking good for you, man. Aye, mate? Why, mate? You know what I'm gonna say? Why, mate? Yeah, what is going on, bro?
This has to stop. This has to...
Isak, man. Sorry, what's his name? Saeed, he kills me. Absolutely kills me, man. I did one stream with him once. It was good combo. It's good combo. Yeah, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Doing the Newcastle slang. Crazy. Big up, Clint. What are you saying, bro? Hi, bro. Why did big clubs not chase after Victor Osimhen? I don't know, bro. Liverpool don't chase really 27-year-olds. They want younger players, innit? The players that have value at the end, if you know what I mean. So if you buy them at like 25, 26, if we're going to sell them on when they're 29, something like that, they have a resale value and put them in a long-term contract, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's how it is. I like Osimhen, but it's not what we need at the moment. I think more of an Isak, Premier League proven, and, you know, you've seen him last season. He was brilliant at Newcastle. So that's the reason, bro. That's the reason, Clint. Osimhen is good, but it's just not for Liverpool, my guy. Sorry about that. Guys, did we get to 50 or not, man? I'm starting to get worried now. Come on, we're 3 away. Come on, people. I deserve 50 likes at least. Let's get back.
The end. Isak.
You know what I'm saying? Why, mate? Yeah, what is going on, bro?
This has to stop. This has to end. Isak talking about transfer request. Isak unsettled. Isak what? Listen, yeah, Isak, relax yourself. This is not how people are supposed to behave when somebody's broke. We can't enter the chat, Isak. And you know what's pissing me off about this? Liverpool said, don't think because we signed Ekitike, we're done with our business. We would be interested in signing Isak. What is the Bank of Coutinho strikes again?
Yeah, Coutinho
again.
Yeah.
Nah, where's the again? Because it is getting ridiculous now. Where's Leeds? Where's the judge? I don't even have to judge, bruv. You dirty. Honestly, Liverpool, this is a step too far. Liverpool, you can't have Ekitike, Isak, and Salah up front. That's match fixing.
What you had? Was it Tevez, Ronaldo, Berbatov, Rooney? Yes, that's what they had, and they're crying about our one. You must be crazy. You must be absolutely crazy.
It's fraud. It's everything that's wrong with the game, bro. What happened? Jurgen with his big teeth talking about you can't do all these teams. What happened to that?
Jurgen is no longer a manager, mate. Don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, he's no longer there, bro. What's going on? This is awkward now. You're talking off topic here. Jurgen is not our manager anymore. We got Arne Slot. Wake up.
What happened? I still tired. And right now, yeah, I do not understand it. And every time you want to talk to Liverpool about finances, any Liverpool fan you try to talk to about finance, immediately, the greatest team assembled. We didn't spend last season, mate. We're spending last. We haven't spent.
Why is he doing Stevie Wonder here? Liverpool fans don't do that. Relax, man. Just do it properly.
Years. They haven't spent. Shut up. Straight away, as soon as you try to have a real conversation with the Liverpool fans, then they want to tell you, but you lot spending these This is Man City's. Have you got oil owners? Tell us, bro. Tell us.
We don't need oil owners. We've got Americans. We got Americans. That's what we got. Americans. They could do whatever they want. That's what we got.
Because the Bank of Coutinho, Coutinho, listen, I never...
Listen, like, guys, I love when our rivals are crying on, obviously, live TV. It's my favorite thing ever. Let me just put it that way. Fairs, man, great transfer window, but I still think we are winning the league. Man City is over, bro. Blue Moon is over, my friend. Pep Guardiola is over, my guy. That football, nobody plays anymore. You know, it's past its sell-by date, man. It's gone. It's gone, man. Good luck for the future. Let me just put it that way. When he leaves, the only way is down for Man City. There's no other manager that's better than him, right? So the only way, it's down. So long, Man City fans. It's good knowing you. It's good when you was at the top in it for you guys. Yeah, Callum, what's going on, bro? Shasha saying Liverpool and Bayern have agreed a deal in principle for Diaz. I broke that earlier, bro. Good luck to him, bro. I will miss him because last season I thought he was phenomenal. Let me just put it that way. I did apologize for my reactions towards him the years before that, but it is what it is. We've got to move on. We've got to go a different direction, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let him go. We are only just spending the Kevin Keegan transfer money. Big up Hooks. Weeks ago, I figured this out. The story all coming out now. Big up Fireman. Big up, bro. Big up. What are you saying? MM? Isak has been unhappy for months. Liverpool didn't unsettle him. The Newcastle owners who failed to deliver on the promise they made did. Yeah, listen, they're a project team, innit? I don't see Newcastle challenging for the league title in the next 5 to 6 years. I don't think so, guys. You got to be realistic. Look at the football club where they're at. Look at the manager where he's at, and look at the spending as well. They have to be careful on their spending. So you got to look at it from all the angles before thinking about them challenging for the league title. They can't spend money like everybody else because they haven't earned the right to do that. They want to do a Man City kind of spending and Chelsea kind of spending, but they're not allowed to do that. They want to fast track to the top. That's not going to happen. So just let them go, let them be. You know what I mean? And I've always said it: work your way up, baby steps before you get to the top. Don't do this Man City and Chelsea kind of move, because it's not right for the rest of us. It's not fair for the rest of us that's been working hard in a fair way, following the rules, and don't have it state ownership as well. So earn the right to get there, my guys, man. Earn the freaking right. It's not fair on the rest of us, man. I'm fed up with things like that, to be fair, guys. I'm really fed up. So I'm going to go to one more. It's only 30 minutes long, which is Rants and Monts. Let's go to that one and see what they're saying, man. Because Monts is hilarious. Let me just put it that way, guys. Especially when Liverpool are on top. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I'm wearing sunglasses now. What are you telling me, Monts? What are you telling me?
Address me by my full name, Montgomery, please. You gotta address me by my full name, brother. I ain't gonna lie. This is a different. You see that passion fruit and guava phase you went through at the start of last year. Oh man, I hope you're good, because I know you was very much. Liverpool ain't getting Isak. You ain't getting Isak.
Hey, bro, there's still time. There's still time for Newcastle to say they're not selling, but I hear it.
There's still time. What I will say to you is this: is that as a rival, I understand how you lot think, because I'm a natural hater myself. I'm a born hater, so I know how you. I get it,
guys. I'm about 8 away from 2,500. Let's get there, man. Let's get there. I think it's 7 away now. 7. So please, let's get there today if we can. Thank you.
Every little Isak rumor, most rivals could stomach that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Most rivals. Here, there, even if it's a fab bomb and monitoring, all those buzzwords, yeah, you man can handle all that. But the second Isak says he wants to leave, that's the one that no, that's the dagger. That's the one in the chest where you go, I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because until he came out about wanting a transfer request and that, Newcastle can sit back and go, yeah, of course, it's not that. It's not that. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much you want the player, you know what I'm saying? We can do all that. But for everyone that's saying he ain't signed yet, you see, now I'm going to use the Chelsea fans as an example. I'm going to use the Chelsea fans as an example. Chelsea, I'm going to use you guys as an example.
Big up Firebomb. You're straight. I like that. Rodrigo is 50-50. Rio could possibly be a backup to Gakpo. That's a strong possibility. I agree with you 100%. Good point, that one, actually, because when I look at Rodrigo, he's a Real Madrid player. Real Madrid don't sell to their rivals. They don't really strengthen their rivals. So that's why I had that little doubt with Rodrigo. So I hope Liverpool, because of that, Trent thing, can get that transfer over the line.
Example. You see that 15 minutes where you guys thought you was involved in the deal? You see that 15 minutes where you thought that you was going to have a hand in this Isak basket? Yeah, those 15 minutes. You see that elation that you guys felt? That elation.
Elation.
Yeah?
Think of that before you want to ever talk about downplaying this Isak move or any. I don't want to hear anything negative because now you guys have played your hand. Your excitement for those 15 minutes has showed me that you would be just as gassed, if not more, if you just at the whispers of Isak, let alone 3 Ornstein bombs, like 10 Fab bombs, flipping Newcastle's number 1, Craig Hope and that. You know what I'm saying? All these other guys, like, I'm not hearing that. This is why I'm not hearing hate from other fan bases, because if he was even in my position, even if he was half in my position, even if he was a fraction in my position with Isak, you think, brother, man will be turning up, brother, I'm not even gonna, man will be popping champers on stream, bro. Popping champers on stream and that. Like, I'm not hearing no chat from no one.
Exactly.
I'm not hearing no chat from no one. You know what I'm saying? I've come from the depths. Caicedo, Zubermendi, Lavia. Now I'm the one popping chains in broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? I told Newcastle, you my bitch's bitch. You my bitch's bitch. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You my bitch's bitch. And when we went and got Ekatike, man started talking all this shit about smokescreen, pump faking and that. They made us spend big on Ekatike so they can keep Isak. As I said, get the hashtag going. Both of them. I said hashtag both of them. That's it. Your best eater and your missus. Your best, I say it again, your best eater and your missus. You think you can watch Ronaldo leave United? You thought you can watch Suarez leave Liverpool, Bale leave Tottenham, Hazard leave Chelsea, Henry leave Arsenal, and think you can't get got? You man thought you man couldn't get got with a Carabao Cup and Champions League? You thought you couldn't get got? Brother, everyone's got a price. I done told you, look, everyone has a price. Everyone has a price. I've seen Optimus Prime die in 2 movies, bro. I've seen Dumbledore die, bro. Yeah, I've seen main characters get killed off in episode 1. In episode 1, I've seen main characters get deaded off. Goku died episode 1, you know. Goku died in the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, and you think you can't get got? You think you men are invincible? You fucking walking zebra crossings. You men think you can't get got?
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
And I wouldn't have been like this. But the cheek, as I said, go in my comment section for every Isak video I've done. That's all you lot need to do to understand why I'm being this mad, why I'm being this rude, why I'm being this disrespectful. Go and look at all the comments from the Newcastle fans telling me I'm delusional, I'm entitled. Who do I think I am? He's got 3 years left. Thinking you can't get got. Anyone can get got in this. I lost Trent this season, homegrown, 20 years at my club. He fucked off. Anyone can get got, bro. Anyone can get got at any time. No one.
Newcastle are getting absolutely bent over, bro. I don't know what's going on at that football club, but you know what it is, yeah?
Yeah, they need to stop acting like they're a big club. Please, people, hit the likes and all that stuff. What Scottish Bear is saying there. Big up Scottish Bear, bro. Thank you for the help, my guy. Please follow that right there. Thank you.
I always say, yeah, you can't buy class in it. And this is what it is, bro. Unfortunately, with Newcastle, it's like they've got all this money, but they don't have the football heritage, bro. They got turned down by Mbumo. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, I know he wasn't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Ekatike's at Liverpool. Bro, their Isak replacement ended up at Liverpool. Bro, they've had an absolute mare, you know. They had a mare. When I deep it, like, everyone's rejected them. Like, I think Cunha...
The story that's going around is Newcastle, I think they tried to get in the past year, not now, obviously in the past year, including now, sorry, about 25 players have rejected them. So that's madness. Newcastle fans get that. There is excess have messed Isak about. Yeah, they have messed Isak about. And he wants more, man. The guy wants more. Man U supporters always moaning. Of course, man, it's over for the minute. It's over, man. What's going on, Mill? Let me see what you're saying. People criticizing the timing of the request, but also forgot Newcastle didn't give Isak time to think about the transfer. They rejected the offer in 2 hours. Just clearly shows us how they didn't ask him. Yeah, you gotta like talk to the player before you decide. No, you know what I mean? It's mad. It's mad. The player wants more in his career, and he's not going to get that at Newcastle in the next 5 to 6 years. So by the time probably Newcastle challenge for something, he'd be 31. So move on, man. Move on.
Rejected them as well.
Yeah,
Like,
João Pedro.
Yeah, João Pedro rejected them as well. And they've got the money, bro. But man's like, bro, your money's not worth anything. Like, it's actually nasty. It's actually nasty. Like, but Newcastle fans are getting a touch of reality. Remember when I had to crash it on them in that stream and people are like, oh, Rance, why am I going at Newcastle fans? Because, bro, you're new here. And you was talking mad spicy, bro. Like you've always, you're new here, bruv. Relax. Do you know what I mean? And this is what's happening to you. You're getting slapped in the head because man are letting you know, even though you're here, you're not really here though.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I be real. This and this is the real shit. And bro, listen, I'm gonna let Mons crash out because he can crash out, bro, because you get me. If they end up getting Isak, and that's a big if, because it's one of them ones where Newcastle, out of just pure shame now, they might just say, yo, I'm not selling this, brother.
Yeah, on a mad thing.
Yeah, because it's a shame thing, bro. Bruv, they're embarrassed now. Because after you've taken Ekitike from them and what you've done to them, bro, the way their fans would go crazy if they let Isak go now, it's one of them ones where, bro, to save face, they might have to just do a bad man thing and say, yo, you're not leaving, cuz. How many years has he got left on his contract?
3 years.
3. Yeah, they could just say, right, you're not leaving, bro. And they might have to. I think that's the only way they can save face at this point.
Yeah. Do the reserve thing, offer him a contract. Do what we did with Coutinho. Because Coutinho came around. Bro, he came around. He came back versus Leicester, bagged 2 goals.
They did.
He came around. He took a couple of games to sit in the reserves with Markovic and them, man. Well, Markovic,
yeah, bro. But you know what you have to say to him, you know what, yeah? Cool. You can leave, but not this year. You know what I'm saying? Because we told CR7, yo, give us 1 more year. Do you know what I mean? And Isak ain't CR7.
Yeah, so, but you ain't and Newcastle aren't United.
I hear that. But when you got 3 years left on your deal, the leverage ain't with you.
Yeah, guys, that's enough. I've been trying to like refresh on Twitter. Please do me a favor. This young man, his name is N90 on his channel. He's trying to like get to 1,000, get to above that. Obviously, help him out for me, please. Go to his channel. He's let me just put it this way. I think he's one of the best young YouTubers that's up and coming. And with your help, he can get to that destination. So please go to his channel. The link is right there on the screen and subscribe to him. I don't know how to do this redirect stuff. I will learn it, then, do it next time. Appreciate everybody that's on. I hope you like this channel if you're new. And please, I hope you subscribe at the same time. I will be back probably some point today, probably tomorrow. Just do whatever you can on the channel for me, which is like, share, and subscribe. If you want to talk to me, comment down below. And I always get back to you guys and, relay whatever I feel about your comments. So please do that for me. Appreciate everybody that's on. Honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart that you come. Obviously, you came on and joined me because I always do spontaneous. I don't really promote things. I come on. Wow, it's like a magic trick. I'm here. You know what I mean? But yeah, so please, thank you very much for what you've done for me today. And obviously in the past few weeks as well. I want you guys to be part of this family, LRFC family. I want to do this on a regular basis. And hopefully if it becomes a job, eventually it becomes a job. You know what I mean? So I think with your help, we could get there. So yeah, just keep coming back and helping me out. I will do my best to do it on a regular basis as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fake Pundit. Thank you to everybody that's come on. Sorry if I haven't read all the comments because it's difficult when I'm getting bombarded. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite thing. But I had to show you guys things before, the comments today. But next time it will be about the comments. Promise. I'll do it on a regular basis for you guys, as I always do. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to talk to me, comment down below. If you're watching this back, obviously, comment down below and hit the likes. Always hit the likes because it helps us. If you don't want to subscribe to me, it's fine. Just hit the like button for me. That's all I want. Take care, everybody. See you soon.